I don't think we've seen one takedown attempt in 3 BMF title fights. We haven't seen a takedown attempt. Nobody's wrestling. Could you imagine? You know who I think? Hey, let me tell you who I think should be in the next BMF title fight. Aljamain Sterling. Put Aljo in the BMF title fight. Yes, put Aljo in the BMF title fight. If anybody is a BMF, they could do what Aljo did at UFC 300. You go up a weight class, you dominate somebody in the grappling like that. That's a BMF, Ryan. That's a BMF. Put Aljo in the next BMF title fight.
You know what that is, DC? It's a boring mother effer. That's what that is. That's what we're gonna call it. That's what the BMF was saying for if Aljamain Sterling was the new BMF champion.
Bro, stop.
During COVID, Justin Gaethje was supposed to fight Tony Ferguson, right?
Yes, they fought.
And this guy, and I thought Justin Gaethje deserved $500,000. He said no, he'll give him $350, and I was like, hey, you guys cheap, motherfucker! You guys so cheap, like. And I got mad. I got so mad, and I always have cash with me, and I went to my house and I got $150,000 in the box, and it was COVID. Everything was closed. I dropped it in the front desk at UFC security, and I told the security, give this box to Hunter and Dana. He went upstairs, take the box, give it to Dana. Hunter called me, he said, you crazy, come get your money. I said, no. They chased me for almost 10 days to get this money, and they paid Justin $500,000. You know? And this is 100% true story.
I believe you.
Because you're making them feel silly at the end of the day.
Sure.
This guy talk about rematch all his life, but I don't remember this. Maybe third time or fourth time UFC give him chance to fight with me, and he say no. It's not surprise. I know after the UFC told me we give you opponent after UFC 300, but in my opinion, I know if Arman beat Oliveira, he never took this fight, never take this fight, and that's why I'm not surprised.
Well, obviously bigger things, you know, the UFC's over here in, is it July?
July, yeah.
So no doubt Leon will be on that bill. Unfortunately, he couldn't make the 300 bill for whatever reasons. The lads they would put to him, Shafkat, Hamzat and Islam, they was all fasting. We was ready to go. It is what it is. So because he wasn't on the 300 bill, no doubt there's a big Muslim contingency in England, in Manchester. So I think it will be Bilal. It's not written in stone, but 99.9 I think it'll be Bilal.
So stay tuned.
No, I can't wait. I remember.
It's not going to take like another 7 years before I get Strickland. Stay tuned. You watch.
Hey.
You watch.
I still got to become bigger. I got to be
two more though.
Yeah, exactly. 2 more sick performances, then we're talking about being able to do whatever.
But maybe 2 more. I think that'd be perfect because your pay-per-view was top 5 all time in UFC sales. Gate, right? Like that's fucking insane.
Yeah, that's good. But I also like that. I do think it was partly because of me, but also because UFC is just that fucking big now. They grew 40% over COVID. So 2020 to 2024, they've grown however much more. UFC is just fucking on a rocket ship, whether I'm in it or not. I mean, But I do. I feel like I could pull some noms.
What's up, guys? Fight announcement for you. Number 11th ranked welterweight Joaquin Buckley will now take on Nursultan Ruziboyev as the co-main event for St. Louis on May 11th from the Enterprise Center. Since he returned to the welterweight division, Buckley is on a 3-fight win streak. 2 weeks ago, he finished Vicente Luque in the second round of their fight in Atlantic City, which broke him into the top 15. Buckley is athletic and powerful, with 6 of his 8 wins coming by finish, including some of the nastiest head kick knockouts you will ever see. Also, Buckley's been showing up everywhere and doing everything, including jumping on the mic at UFC 300 press conference, asking me to get him a fight against anyone so he could fight in his hometown of St. Louis. And as I've said many times, I love guys that are hungry, willing to fight anybody, and asking for fights. That is Joaquin Buckley. And he's going to be taking on the very aggressive Nursultan Ruziboyev. Nursultan is on a 10-fight win streak, with all 10 of those wins coming by first-round finish. This dude is 6'5", all-action striker, pushes the pace, comes forward the entire time, and looks to finish. He also fought on the Atlantic City fight card a few weeks ago, and he's going to be moving down from middleweight to welterweight to take this fight, and I expect this to be a knockdown, drag-em-out war between two of the most explosive guys in the division. I'll see you in St. Louis, everyone.
The UFC is coming to St. Louis May 11th. I believe with your guys' help that you guys can get me on the main event. I need you guys to do this one thing for me. I need you to flood their social media pages. I need you to @ Dana White. I need you to @ the UFC in order to motivate them to put me as a main event on the card. All right? And with you guys doing that, you guys can become a brick, all right, of the Solid Foundation family. And with that support, it's going to show me all the love that I need. So let's get it, baby.
Prochazka is too small. I think Prochazka needs to go down to, I saw Prochazka's weight in the PI and I think he's too small for the weight.
Really? Is he quite big?
No.
Really?
He walks around lighter than I do.
Oh, wow.
I know that. So I think at middleweight, I love Prochazka, make no mistake. I just think in pure size, as a light heavy, Ferreira is a light heavy and he's big.
Yeah.
So.
What is next for Jiri Prochazka? What do you want next, brother?
Like I spoke after the fight, I'm looking for the title fight for Alex Pereira, and I was able to, and I'm still able to take the fight in Brazil, and I will see. Now it's on UFC this point, so let's see if there will be necessary to fight someone else before the title fight. I will do that. But I think I deserve it after the fight, especially after that decision in New York and after the won this fight.
Have you spoken to the UFC? Have you told them, listen, I will fight Alex in 2 weeks?
I told that to the interviews, not to UFC, but I told that to manager who's in contact with UFC, with Hunter Campbell, with Dana White too. So.
It's an honor to call your fights. It really is. You're the best ever. You're just a true once-in-a-lifetime human being. And I just want to tell you, I'm just beyond honored to call this fight.
It was really disappointing just to see how happily everybody had turned on me, and how, people like Joe Rogan, who were crying in the ring out of the honor of being able to call my fights, had people I considered friends in the media so quickly, turned on me. And I also am kind of grateful for it in a way, because it forced me to separate my outside people, other people's perception of me from my own perception of myself, which I had realized had really become intertwined when you have that kind of outpouring of love and support from people, it's like you're being love bombed by the world, and you're like, how do I keep this going? How do I keep this going? And it was pushing me into a lifestyle that I felt like it was to impress everybody else. Like I was pandering to everybody, and I was doing things that I felt like other people would think was cool, but that I didn't really enjoy. Like I do not enjoy being paparazzi famous. Like I hate it. I do not want to be like that level of fame, or I can't have a normal life. And I was pursuing that kind of lifestyle because I felt like that's what I was supposed to do. And being put through that, it really forced me to like see that, oh, like this isn't real love. This is fake. You know, they don't actually know me. They don't actually love me. They don't actually hate me. This is a reflection of themselves and what they're going through and what I represent to them. People I considered friends in the media so quickly, turned on me.